The two Australian journalists who were deported from Sarawak on Tuesday can return to Malaysia as tourists. Deputy Home Minister Datuk Nur Jazlan Mohamed says Australian Broadcasting Corporation reporter Linton Besser and cameraman Louis Eroglu will have no problems coming to Malaysia as tourists as long as they do not break the law. Besser and Eroglu were put on a plane at Kuching International Airport on Tuesday to Singapore en route to Australia. They were deported after charges of obstructing police at an event on Saturday were dropped. The two were arrested when they tried to ask Prime Minister Datuk Sri Najib Tun Razak questions. Nur Jazlan says Besser and Eroglu were not barred from entering Malaysia, and what took place in Sarawak was the state government's prerogative.
The problem is foreign journalists must understand the laws of the country. Not only Channel News Asia, but they must understand the laws of the country. There is a difference between the federal immigration law and also the laws for Sabah, immigration laws for Sabah and Sarawak. This is where, foreign journalists can't just walk into this country and assume that they can do their job, without observing the regulations that have been laid down, by the federal government and also the governments of Sabah and Sarawak, especially on immigration matters.
Do you think it's a bit extreme to have detained them in the first place?
They obstructed the PM's program, right? They did. The security people looking after PM also needs to make sure that PM is safe. They don't know who these two people are, and then they just barge in and then they just ask any questions, And they have a work permit to operate as journalists in Sarawak.
Nur Jazlan also says the journalists should have obtained a permit in order to perform their duties in Sarawak.